Hi everybody, how's everyone doing today?
Hello.
So today's episode is 10th episode on Podcastination with Saishree and Vidita. And we are so grateful that you have constantly been supporting us, watching our podcasts, even leaving your reviews. In fact, even collaborating with us, and we are very, very grateful for that to you. And today's episode is, like we mentioned in the last episode, that it's a no topic episode. And what we decided is that
We'll put snippets of all the videos that we've made so far, combine it, and give you a recap video.
So yeah, we hope you enjoy it. Starting the next 5 seconds are the recap of our episode, starting from second episode, which was about career, until the 9th episode, which was the story of a sexual abuse survivor. Do let us know in the comment section how you have been enjoying our podcast. Keep loving us, keep supporting us, and keep watching our videos.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye.
I never wanted a table desk job, I always wanted to travel and work, and I was inspired by few of my friends who also wanted that.
Yeah.
And so I took up arts. I studied in National College, bachelor's in social sciences, and it was affiliate Kathmandu University. And so it was a 4-year course, and I learned a lot. Semester we used to go out field visits to rural parts of Nepal. So I went to Janakpur, Rautahat, Bandipur, Nuakot, Annapurna Conservation Area. So various places, rural parts of Nepal where we did research and field visits and things like that. So I always wanted my work to create a positive impact in the society. So that's why I took up social sciences, and I feel like it was a very good opportunity for me to, grow my skills and learn about my country, because I am a CBSE student. From grade 7, I studied the CBSE board. So I did not know much about my country, to be very honest. So it was a great opportunity for me to learn about my own country by visiting so many places and learning about my roots and things like that. So yeah, that's why I took social sciences, and I feel like I'm very lucky, to have studied that.
Of course.
And why did you take design?
Maths being one of the reasons, definitely. But like, jokes apart, I think I am a very creative person. I'm a lot into, like, my creative mind is more active than my logical mind. So my mom thought that would be a very good option for me, and plus design was a very rising career at the moment. When I had joined design, it was still like growing a lot. Like, people, whenever you used to tell people, okay, I'm a designer, they used to be like, yeah, designers just have to do drawing. Bro, no, like, you don't just have to do drawing, okay? Like, I'm horrible at sketching and drawing and all of that, and I'm a digital designer, I'm an interaction designer, so I didn't need too much of drawing and all of, like, sketching and things like that. But the sole reason of taking up design was, one, that definitely it's a growing career, the world is moving towards a digital era, and like, when I had joined college and now when I see people actually value design now.
My favorite book so far is one, I have it with me, that's called Tuesdays with Movie. It's by Mitch Albom. And so my sister, my cousin, she used to post a lot about this book on her Instagram, like snippets of the book and blah, blah, blah. So I really wanted to read this book, and then I bought it finally.
My latest favorite book is this book called The Courage to be Disliked.
This book is really nice.
Same. I would also recommend this book.
Yeah, like, this was lended to me by Vidita, and then, like, it has a lot of lessons, and it gives you a lot of perspective in terms of your life's decisions and your reaction and things like that, and helps you, how, like, and then there's, like, a lot of sections, like, where he explains
small activities, like, also.
All the activities and, like, the things that you can follow and try out. So yeah, definitely think like a monk. If you get to buy this book, or, like,
it's available on Daraz. It's available on Daraz.
If you get to yeah, so definitely buy this and
Yeah.
read it. It's a really good book. I would really recommend. This is one of my recent reads. And another book would be, I'll quickly,
Yeah.
this is by Sydney Sheldon.
Yeah.
It's Tell Me Your Dreams, and this book is amazing. It was recommended to me, and I got this book from Thrifty Books Nepal on Instagram, and it's a second-hand book, and
It's cheap.
and yeah, it's cheap. It was cheap, and this is an amazing fiction book for you to try.
So I
For you
am
to read.
reading at the moment. I'm reading Gaur Gopal Das, and this is called Life's Amazing Secrets. It's basically about recognizing the purpose that you have in your life, and bringing more balance by practicing these various things, which are like affirmations, gratitude, and being more sensitive to people, to build relationships with them, and all of that. So this is my latest read, and a really really calming, a really really good book. So another definite recommendation. I would also recommend reading Japanese culture books, because I fell in love with the Japan culture when I read those 4 books. And the 4 books are Ikigai, which tells you about how to find purpose in life. And then the second one is Ichigo Ichi, which is about living in the present moment. The third one is Wabi Sabi. It is about the fact that life doesn't need to be perfect, and imperfect things are perfect. So embrace imperfection. And the fourth one is Zen Living, which is about becoming more mindful of whatever you do during the entire
So,
day.
is this a series?
It's not a series, but these 4 books are based on the Japanese culture. The results came and we were positive, all 4 of us. So our symptoms, like if I have to tell you what symptoms all 4 of us had, I was asymptomatic absolutely. Like I didn't have a lot of weakness. I had a lot of weakness and fatigue. I could not physically exert a lot. I had a majorly blocked nose, right from here until here. So I had a majorly blocked nose, so I couldn't speak much. My mom and my brother had a lot of cold, cough, sore throat, fever, body ache, tiredness, weakness, fatigue, breathlessness. My dad again was near to asymptomatic. He had a major stomach ache and a lot of weakness. Nothing apart from that. So my dad and me were still at a healthier stage because our CT levels were high. I was 21, my dad was 19. And my mom and my brother were infectious because my mom was 14, very low, and my brother was 16 at a CT level. So yeah, they were quite infectious. So yeah, these were the symptoms. We also had a little bit of chest heaviness, although they say that it doesn't happen in COVID, but we did have a lot of chest heaviness, honestly, and a lot of uneasiness, discomfort, restlessness. Like all the time my mother used to feel like she's not able to breathe, or something. Like she had a lot of breathlessness, obviously. So that was the reason. So yeah, these were our symptoms initially, and these have been the symptoms until these had been the symptoms until the 20th day. How exactly do you use it?
Okay, so even I had those doubts, like how to use it, because when I bought it, I was very excited when I bought it, and then when I saw this, like, how am I going to stuff this in my vagina? That was my question. and then so again, like a lot of YouTube videos helped me. So what I did was I just squished it like this.
Yeah.
And either I make a shape of it like this, like mold it like this, and stuff it in my vagina, or what I do is I just like do like this, like make it like pointy, like make it like
small,
pointy, like pointy like this, like small like this, and then and then I push it in. And then after you push it in, it just like pops up because it's a silicone. So no matter how you put it, either like this or like in a pointy way, whichever you find it comfortable, it just pops it when it's inside. and then there's no leakage.
Yeah.
And then you can wear it while you're swimming or while you're in the gym. Like, it's a lifesaver, you know. And then I'm so happy that I got introduced to this amazing stuff. And yeah, so that is how I use it. And then while taking it out, because it's very slippery, you know, down here.
Yeah.
And because not just because our vaginas are like, when we're on our period, it like, it's not just blood, like there's mucus and everything, so it tends to get, like, obviously it does not leak, but that area is a bit slippery. So while taking it out, like mine has a flat end, like not the pointy end, like it's flat. I don't know. It's flat.
It's flat.
So yeah, so it's flat. So what I do is I take a clean cloth and just hold this part with the clean cloth so that it does not it's not slippery, and then I pull it out carefully. So why?
What I studied there was digital media design. I'm already an interaction designer, so I chose to pick up digital media design there, and the subjects that included were, like, I must say the curriculum was amazing. The subject that I picked was digital media, and under which we had coding, website designing, graphic design. We had different softwares from Adobe Suite that we were learning, 3D drawings, illustrations. So, you know, those were there. There were also, it was such a friendly exchange program that it wasn't, of course, not just us, but there were people from all around the world. And it was really nice to be with people who belonged to, like, different cultures and had different perspective of design. We used to, like, study together, stay together, party together, events together. Like, there were nights when we were just like, we had a submission the next day and we were just partying like until 3 in the morning.
Oh my god.
Sort of a thing. So yeah, it's an amazing place. Nantes is an amazing place, of course. And I feel that it was a great exposure for me because I got to meet a lot of new people, hang around with them. Now that I know so many people around the world, and if I ever travel in the future to any of these countries, I know that I have friends all over the world. So that's a very exciting part. So yeah.
Yeah, even I met, like, since even like I got to meet so many people there, like from different countries. Like, I learned so much from them, you know, like people my age were working so hard, like doing so many internships, you know, engaging themselves in so many organizations, and they had like work ethic, work culture, and that habit of saving, and that, you know, creativity to earn money and things like that. So I got inspired a lot by like many of my friends there who I, you know, made along the way there. And we also partied a lot. I used to always you know, after like the classes were over, so we studied Chinese, about Chinese language and about Chinese culture and things like that. And then along with that, they, you know, made us travel around Beijing. So since it was in Beijing, so we traveled a lot and things like that, like went to the Great Wall and all the historical sites and blah blah blah. But like we did have a good time, you know. We enjoyed a lot. And then, like, right after the classes, I used to take off my identity card and go to the, like, you know, get out of the university, buy beer because it was so cheap, like cheaper than
same
water
even in France.
So that was it. Like that, like I always wanted to enjoy that dorm life, you know, like having to study here in Nepal. And I got to experience that, even though it was for 2 weeks. Like, I guess I made a lifetime full of memories there, you know. Like, it was an amazing experience.
The first 2 years were designed to give you a taste of every department that is involved in filmmaking. The primary 3 being editing, sound design, and cinematography. Along with this, we also had options for photography, graphic design. We learned philosophy, we learned psychology. English was obviously there. All these things that really gave you a wider scope of all the tools you need to incorporate as a filmmaker.
Right.
So once you finished your second year, we had an option to apply to, for filmmaking, there was 3 primary specializations, which was editing, sound design, and cinematography. But there are other non-filmmaking specializations as well. Almost every subject that we studied had a theory and a practical side. Pretty much 50-50. So you would learn how a camera sensor treats light, and then you would go apply that in a later practical session. You would be taught how the human ear works, and then you'd go out and listen. You would learn how a mic capture sound, and you would go out and practice. We could go and learn with more or less industry grade equipment.
I was diagnosed with general anxiety.
Okay.
And so what made I always used to constantly think about the past and past mistakes and regrets and things like that. And I was this stupid 22-year-old who I always used to deny, like taking help and doing things to self-care things like meditation and believing in myself. So I was really struggling with confidence and thinking about the past and the future, and I was not giving my 100% in my everyday life. Okay. So I got I went to the doctor. I got checked, and then the doctor said that you have general anxiety and it's very normal. And you came forward, like you came you asked for help in the right situation. And then he gave me medicines and all, and then I went to therapy.
And I remember it very clearly that one day he was home, and with my parents we were all sitting watching TV, and the electricity went off, and he was not sitting next to me, but when the electricity went off, I suddenly felt someone just feeling me everywhere, and I was like, oh my God, what should I do? Should I shout? What should I do? And I was too scared. And then when the light came, I saw him sitting next to me, and it was like, oh my God. And my heartbeat stopped literally. I was so scared. After that, I did not have the guts to tell anyone, so I did not tell anyone. I did not know what was happening. And of course, the initial thing was like everyone else, that it was fear, and I was feeling very shameful, because I thought maybe something wrong with me, something wrong with my body language. I did not know whether what was happening was normal or not normal, all those things. He would also tell me things like, when I see you, I get turned on. And whereas I was too small to understand the meaning also. I did not even know what he was talking.